RKT Gaze here. How you guys doing? This is my friend Monica, known as Prompt River on YouTube. Dumbass game.
What the heck? Ignore the hat. You fellow naturalistas understand wash day and the laziness.
I'm gonna wash tomorrow, so we're both looking like trash.
Exactly, and it's late.
But for the new year, and excuse the shaking, but the topic that we're going to talk about today is on more of a personal level. But we're going to be talking about hyperhidrosis and eczema. I have hyperhidrosis.
And I have eczema.
We make it work because we're sisters.
We're not really sisters. Nothing like me. Thank God.
Okay. So, first question that we're going to do is, what do you do to deal with it?
Say it like that. Jeez, I got some debilitating disease.
Well,
eczema, well, depending on the severity of eczema, it can, be very mild to very extreme. Like, I know some people who have both, and for me, luckily, my mom, love you, Mom, because of her, my eczema now as an adult is nowhere near like it used to be. Because, like, when I was a kid, like, it was bad. Like, I would have to put, like, every type of creams, and, like, just nothing would work, except I have to, like, my doctor told me this a long time ago, and my mom, that for eczema, you really want something, you can't use cheap products, you really want something with as little alcohol content in it as possible, and sadly, a lot of the cheaper lotions and shampoos and a lot of them have it, so you're gonna have to go up in price, like some Neutrogena or like even Dove. Like, Dove is alright, but Neutrogena is better, but just look at the bottle and see what has as little alcohol content as possible. That's
like,
what I find that helps
I always
me.
see, I don't have eczema, but I have really sensitive skin. My skin's very dry on my face, to the point it's just like someone just decided, hey, desert, cactuses and shit. It's just like, I can't use certain products. Like, even when it comes to makeup, like, I'm like Monica, it needs to be expensive. I'm willing to pay a pretty penny for good makeup. Like, I can't just put any kind of shit on my face. Like, it does not work like that.
Yeah.
But for me, hyperhidrosis, like, I've dealt with that for years. It really got heightened around, like, puberty. I think the worst for me, and I know there's some people out there like who deal with this, but it used to be the armpit sweat. And it stopped now as I've gotten older, and I don't mean like the hyperhidrosis just stopped, it's just the armpit sweat has stopped. But it used to be where it was just like, it would be down the whole entire shirt.
Yeah.
Like, and it was so embarrassing, especially in elementary school, where it's like, that's when you start, like, especially around 5th grade, that's when people start judging you, you start noticing it, and it's just like, damn, like, and I mean, for me, like, I hit puberty, like, really young, like 10, and that was really hard for me, and a lot of it is I got it from my dad. It is hereditary, like, him is for his, like, face and, like, his hands. For me, it's my hands, my feet, now it's my thighs, which is great, but it used to be the armpits. I mean, it's just like, I felt like the armpit sweat was the worst. Question number 2, doesn't affect your day-to-day life. Yes, the fuck it does. Like, with me and Monica, but I'll let Monica explain her day-to-day.
Yes.
How does it affect your day-to-day? No, it's my channel. I can do that. But go ahead, buddy.
For me, day-to-day, again, just kind of stating back from the first question, like, I don't suffer from it as severe as some people I know, so for me, day-to-day, it doesn't really affect it too much. Like, I will say maybe like during like winter and summer is when mine acts up the most, because it's like winter it's dry and then summer and you're all sweaty and gross. But for me, mostly no. Like I'll usually just put some which this will lead back into question 1. Like I use Nubian Heritage African Black Soap lotion. It's the bomb. I love it, and anytime I have a bad spot I like put that on it and just keep putting it on it and it'll clear it up. But don't make the store sell out, because then I'll find you.
For me, it's really strong deodorant and baking soda. So bathing in that helps with just odor, as well as like kind of helps with the sweating. Also too, I've noticed with my dad just telling me this, that as you get older, it does, for at least for me, is kind of like settled. I cannot speak for everybody, because I know some people just continue to deal with it and it's really hard. But, yeah.
Eczema.
But I will say, fall and winter are our best seasons, because you're not sweating like a pig and like dying. You turn to like that weird mutant slime thing in like the first X-Men.
Gross.
I was like, that's me in a nutshell. I'm like, but you know, it's cool. I mean, you deal with it basically, you know.
Yeah.
Our third question is dating. Is there issues? Monica.
I feel so repetitive with my answers, because not really, but I know some people where it does affect their dating, because like I said, again, mine's not as severe. Like most people, when they like, I tell them I have eczema, they're like, look at me, I'm like, really? Like, and like I'm lying. I'm just like, why would I lie about that? Look, it's not, you don't get anything out of it. Why would I want to have it? But for some, especially women, like I know it's really hard, because it's like, you know, we like to be sexy and show some more skin. So if they got a patch that's really dry, or some people I know it's really severe and they're very scaly and peely, almost like a snake kind of on parts of their body. And so for that, it can be hard, like for them, but I'm really lucky to have that problem.
Yeah, and like her, I mean, you know, it's different for everybody. Like say for me, dating, I've noticed with guys, like especially when it comes to the hand thing, like, and this is just advice to women, even guys too, if you're gay, I mean, you know, but it's like the holding hand thing. You don't, if your hands sweat like mine, honestly what I do is I let guys just know, like, hey, look, my hands sweat, or like, look, I just don't prefer to hold hands, like, so could we like maybe hold arms, or like pinky, you know, we just kind of cute, or just don't hold hands at all, like, and you kind of have to explain them, like, you know, it's not that I'm saying I don't want to kiss you in public or nothing like that, it's just that's just something I just don't do. Or you could just explain, if they really want to know why, just tell them, because it's like, I think it's better to just tell people that this is something that you deal with, and if you can't accept that, then we shouldn't be together. But most of the time when I've told guys this, like, there has been no issue, because I'm just like,
if that guy really loves you, he'll expect he'll love your slimy hands no matter what, and be like, I don't care, baby. I wanna get up in that poom poom later. Regardless.
Oh, but yeah, it's like I've never really had much of an issue when it came to the whole dating thing. I mean, you get questions like, dang, girl, like your hands really sweat. And I'm just like, well, yeah, I can't control that, but thanks for reminding me. So, you know, you just make it known. Our next question is, what are the male and female differences?
And of course, we can't give the true male perspective, because we are women's. But for guys though, because I do know some guys who do have eczema, them not so much. I kind of, like I said, stating from my previous questions, like more, I feel like more girls have more issues with it, because we like to show more skin, and you know, when it's summertime, we want to be in our sexy bikinis and swimsuits.
Yes. But
I don't think,
yeah,
it's much for guys. I feel like mostly girls.
I will say I agree. It's mostly with the women. And I don't want to say anything against any guys or anything like that, but I'm just speaking from my dad's perspective, because he sweat very profusely on his face, he still does. And he felt worse for me growing up than he did for himself, because me being a girl, it's just like, it wasn't seen as like, you know, if a guy is sweating, it's kind of like, okay, whatevers. Now, if you're sweating in front of a girl, like, yeah, that might be seen as gross, but they're kind of like, whatevers. Whereas with girls sweating in front of other girls and guys, it's seen as like, dang, girl, like, what's wrong with you? Like, am I making you that nervous? Or like, why are you sweating like that? Or like, what's wrong with you? Why are you so clammy? And you're just kind of like, nothing's wrong. It's just this thing that I deal with. I have no control over it. But I just hate doing that whole explanation. It's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
So it is a little harder for females, I feel like. But you can always say in the comment why your issue is worse. So, and I'm speaking for the guys. And then for our last, what are some positive messages? What are some positive messages that we can give to the audience that, you know, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. What's your positive message?
I guess two things. Don't be cheap. And you're worth it. And I say both of those things because a lot of times when people ask me, like, oh, Monica, like, your skin is so soft, you don't have, like, any, like, wouldn't even know you have eczema, like, what do you do? And then I tell them what I do and what I use. Like, I try to use a lot of natural products because natural products don't usually have a lot of alcohol in it, and just products that are a little more up in price, and they're, oh, I would never spend that money on like that. I'm like, why? It's for yourself. Like, take care of yourself, your home. Like, take care of your temple.
Look, if you're using some cheap ass lotion, you wonder why your skin's falling off.
Yeah.
Then there you go.
Because I knew, because my sister one time, sorry sis, I'm putting you on blast. She doesn't, she doesn't have eczema, but she bought this lipstick. I can't remember where she said she bought it from, but it was really cheap. It was like $1. And she put it on her lips, and her lips like swole up. And you're like, what's going on? I'm like, well, maybe if you didn't use that cheap lipstick, your lips wouldn't be doing that. But you're worth the money. Like, you are worth that. Like, take care of yourself. And honestly, if you take care of your skin, and even with like makeup wise, like, if you take care of your skin, your makeup's gonna look better and you're gonna spend less money in the future. Because especially eczema, for the people that have it really bad, some people, their skin gets really crackly and even like have open wounds sometimes because it's so dry and peely. And it's like, if you just use those products now, you're gonna save yourself a lot of trouble when you gotta go to the doctor because you got some kind of infection.
And then say, just like, my advice to you guys is, don't be afraid to look at alternatives. You know, I did medicine for a while, made my hands really itchy, made my throat really dry. I stopped because I was like, I feel weird taking this stuff. But it's like, you know, there's new things out there. I always say try new things. You know, I've heard Botox is great. You know, I've thought about it for myself. I mean, I would love for anyone in the comments to let me know, like, did Botox help?
But then you look like a plastic China doll.
That's not the point. Whatever. Anyway, in my face. I'm not gonna even try to go into that. But anywho, I'm educated. Like, but you know, don't let something like this stop you from living your life. You know, like, you don't have to wear all black and just think like, well, this is the only safe color that there is. And I'm just like, really isn't. Like, I dealt with the profuse of sweating under the arms, just the hands, everything, the jeans. Honestly, stripes, patterns, plaid, floral, all that stuff works. Like, it really does, because it helps to kind of like hide those little sweat spots, because you're just like, okay, there's this massive ass pattern, this will work for me. So, you know, but my advice is to just like, it's gonna be okay. You know, I think of it this way, you could be dealing with way worse.
Yeah.
Seriously, there are people who like literally have it 10 times worse than you do. So if you're just dealing with like sweat, like just really like massive amounts of sweat, I mean, that's better than some of the shit that other people have to deal with on a daily basis. So
Yeah.
that's my advice, but I'll catch you around, tea gazers. Say bye, Monica.
Bye.
And please support Monica's channel. It's Prompt River Gaming. I'll have it in the link below.
Prompt River Games, but whatever.
Bitch. Bye.